What's up, everybody? Happy Thirsty Thursday. Welcome back to the live.
It is Thursday.
How's everybody doing out there? Got a bunch of people on the side already. So, welcome back. Everybody that's normally comes, thanks for coming back. If you're new, thanks for joining us. If you haven't already, feel free to hit that subscribe button. So, as you can tell from the thumbnail,
we got a guy.
We got a foreigner on tonight, and we're going to be talking about Sturgis.
With a foreigner.
Go figure. So, unless you got anything you want to say before we bring said foreigner on.
No, let's roll said foreigner in here.
Tonight's guest, Mr. Military, the Military Biker. What's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm doing good, guys. How are you?
We're great.
Good.
I'm great.
Good. Thanks for calling me a foreigner, by the way. I really, really, really appreciate that.
Well, you are what you are.
It depends. I mean, where you're at, where you're from.
True.
There might be somebody in here you're not a foreigner to. Dallas apparently thinks you're French.
Oh yeah, that was a thing in our Discord. Dallas is like, "Oh great, I'll have to brush up on my French," and I was like, "Well, he's English."
Wow. Jesus Christ, Dallas, man, that's like a proper insult. That like.
I think it was meant to be honest with you.
If I had a white flag behind me, then maybe, but I don't, so we're good.
So before we dive into all the good stuff and the Sturgis talk and whatever these knuckleheads in the side chat want to talk about as well, let's cover what we're drinking tonight.
I know I just saw Whit Mezza's in here. I got the New Glarus Brewing Company, Totally Naked Belgian Blonde.
Nice.
So.
Nice. Well, at the moment, I'm drinking a Tito's and Diet Pepsi.
I knew that wasn't just Pepsi.
No, hell no. For now, I'll switch to some nice IPAs in a moment. Now, I will say, I can't be getting all sloshed up tonight.
Oh, no?
No, I got a long drive tomorrow.
We should probably just end the show then.
I cannot.
Well, you've got the wrong guest on tonight for that. Like.
I'll have to chase with some water here because I got a 6-hour ride out to Western PA, taking the son out to PA for Steelers training camp.
Nice,
So,
man. That's good.
We're excited about that. But Stevie, what are you drinking?
Tonight I'm drinking it's a mango passion fruit wheat ale called Dear Aunt Emma by a local brewery here in Alberta. I don't know if you can see that, called Buffalo 9. And everything they do is sort of World War II orientated, as you like. So this one is about, and it's got a story on the side of the can, which is awesome. It's basically about somebody who was writing letters to his dear Aunt Emma during the war, and obviously that's why they made this. And it is actually quite nice. I don't normally go for the sort of fruity wheat ale, but it is really nice actually. But I'll put it in my Hofbrau cup because it just tastes better.
I know a lot of these people watching obviously know who you are, but let's just pretend there'll be one or two people watching that have no clue who you are. How about you go ahead and give us the formalities, give us a little intro about who you are and your channel.
Sure, man. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people in there that I don't know for sure. That's for sure. So, but if you can understand what I'm saying, I will try and speak slowly because if you don't know, I'm from Liverpool in the UK. I now live in Canada after spending 25 years in the British Army. I recently retired February of this year, and I now settled my family over in Canada. And yeah, the channel it started out, if you guys have seen this, right, Bert wearing his Scouse Adventures t-shirt, the one with the arms that fell off. That's what the channel started out as, and obviously not many people in North America knew what a Scouser was. A Scouser is a person from Liverpool in the UK. So I decided to change the channel to a more sort of appropriate name, and it was the Military Biker, as you guys can see. Sort of which way is it? That way, right there. And things just went from bad to worse overnight. I'm joking. From it went better. The name change went better. I ride a 21 Street Glide Special in what's it called? Billiard Red. So yeah, I've had the channel for about 2.5 years now. Probably a little bit longer actually. And yeah, that's me. And I'm off to the reason why we're all here tonight. I'm off to Sturgis on Monday for my second trip down to Sturgis in 4 years. So can't wait. Hopefully you can understand me.
Yeah, we understand you. If you start talking too fast, we'll let you know.
Yeah. Well, as the night goes on, the more bevy goes down range, the faster I'll get.
Yes. So obviously the reason we're having you on is because you are off to Sturgis on Monday. It's that time of year, and all of us, well, probably the majority of us on here tonight aren't going. So we're going to live vicariously through you, and
which is why we're on here.
And all the other, exactly, which is the only reason we're live, and all the other folks that are out there. So,
cheers, Ty.
You've obviously been out there. Would you say it was, what year did you go before?
Sturgis is, as you guys know, it is legendary, and it's that legendary it even spreads to Europe and the UK, and you know, and for me, growing up as a lad, I always heard about Sturgis and what have you, and you know, these huge motorcycle rallies that went on in the States and in Canada, and not so much Canada, but down in the States, and it was always a sort of dream of mine to go. And when I got posted to Canada in 2015, the first thing I said to the wife when we got here was, when Sturgis, we got to go. And it took me 2 years to get down there. But we went in 2017. I took the family down with me, you know, for everybody to experience it, really. And we had an absolute ball. We were down there for 5 days, and it was just spectacular. You know, it was really, really cool. Met some amazing people. I did some amazing rides. I didn't get to do some amazing rides, which I plan on doing this year. You know, to get sort of the tick in the box for every single one, as it were. But yeah, you know, it's a sort of, it's got that mythical thing about it. For me, even now, going to America is like, ooh, I'm going to America. You know, this mythical place that, you know, you can imagine, you know, growing up in the UK, it's like, it still is you know, every time I cross that border, I'm like a kid in a candy shop, as you guys say. My face just goes, and I'm like, yeah, this is awesome.
Obviously, planning a trip to Sturgis is kind of a big deal. You don't just, most people don't just wake up and say, I'm going to Sturgis this week. You know, there's a lot of planning involved. Was your approach this time, as far as planning it, any different than the last time you went?
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Last time, as you've just said there, we didn't wake up and just go, let's go to Sturgis. It literally, when I first got here, like I said, we're going to go. But we didn't decide to go till 2 days before the rally. So it was literally lastminute.com last time. So it was all sort of crammed in, if you know what I mean, to a sort of 5 day period. And that included getting there and coming back. Wow. So this time, there's a hell of a lot more planning gone into it. I suppose you could call it a military operation planning that we've done this time, because, you know, as you guys know, I'm going with two other guys from the military, Canadian vet and Marine rider. So it's becoming a more of a sort of planning exercise than anything else this time around. So it's structured to a degree. We know what we want to do. We know what we want to see. We know who we want to meet. You know, sort of where we're going to be on certain days and what. It's not, you know, it's not that structured. It's not like regimental. We've got to be here at this time. Blah blah blah. None of that. But we just know what we want to do. Good.
So you're now on a bagger. Is this going to be the first big road trip since you got the bagger?
It is. Yeah, it is. Normally, I'm accustomed, as you guys know, to doing big road trips on a sport chopper, as it were, but a little bit more comfort this time. So yeah, it's gonna be good. It's my sort of comfortability is definitely gone from 0 to hero overnight. Yeah, that's for sure. So
how many times have you packed and unpacked the bike? Make sure you get everything on there since yeah.
So she's been packed since yesterday. Day is it? Thursday. So yes, she's been packed since yesterday or Tuesday actually. But I've repacked 3 times just to get, you know what it's like, man. You've got to take cameras, drones, all of that shit. So you basically down a saddleback straight away.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I've got the King 4-pack. That is a lifesaver, absolutely massively lifesaver. But the best bit of kit I've got by far is the Rick Rack roller bag system that clicks onto the back onto the top of the tour pack on the air wing. I've got all my clothes in there for a week. I'll be buying stuff down there, obviously. So I've got all my clothes in there, my wash kit, towels, my helmet, everything, and I've still got room for other things. So that's a lifesaver, man, that bloody thing. Because otherwise, the bike would be absolutely chock-a-block, as we say in the UK.
Can you kind of give us a rundown of your agenda for this trip? When are you leaving? When do you plan to get there?
Sure. So I leave. I've got to do work Monday, so I can't leave as early as I want on Monday. But I'm probably leaving here about 4:00 Monday. Get down to Falls in Montana. It's probably a 5.5 hour ride down there, and then overnight at some crack hotel in Montana, and then up at 5 a.m. the following morning to meet the guys at the Stormville Saloon for Titty Tuesday.
Okay. Rolling right in.
Rolling right in.
I'm pretty sure it's called
right
in. Tuesday, but all right.
Oh, sorry, Topless Tuesday. Same thing, isn't it? See some low-hanging fruit.
He's French.
Low-hanging fruit. It's probably going to be low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, he was saving that. You know, he's been saving that. He goes, "Oh, I'm going to go on the guy's live stream. I got to do
it." Dude, you know me by now. It just comes out.
You'll get to Topless Tuesday, which is not quite into Sturgis on Tuesday.
Yeah. So then, it's in, as you know, Wyoming. So yeah, meet the guys there, and then spend a couple of hours. I'm hoping to get there around noon, 1:00 that day, and then spend a couple of hours over there, and then do a ride back to the Buffalo Chip, which is where we're staying, and then we're there the whole time, and then we leave Sunday the 14th, so the last day of the rally, basically.
So you're pretty much going to be there for a full 5 days.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hoping.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Hunkering down at the Chip, so you'll probably run into Pro Monkey at Topless Tuesday.
I mean, I've got a date with Pro Monkey on Thursday evening for some drinky poos.
Nice.
So that'll be interesting. Yeah, so it begins.
So, what are you doing like vendor wise with YouTube? You got anything on the books?
Yeah, a couple of things. I've got to go over and see the Advan Black guys. Alan's asked me to go over and do some filming over there. And Custom Dynamics guys as well. I've got to go see them. Do some bits with those guys as well. So I don't need to do much, if I'm honest. To the bike. Because as you guys know, it looks awesome already. So, but yeah, no, I've got to see Advan Black and Custom Dynamics at some point. Some bits and bobs of those guys, and just film, like you said, George. I've took my terabyte hard drive with me, mate, and I'm just going to film absolutely everything.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that was going to be my next question. What your plan was, as far as that? Were you going to treat this like some people do? I'm going to Sturgis. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm not filming, or are you plan on filming everything? No,
everything, mate. It would go against everything I've worked for so far for the channel if I didn't. Treat it as a filming trip, really. When I went down in 2017, I did a video in 17, and if I'm honest, it was absolutely horrendous, but it's got like 400,000 views. So I'm like, holy shit, if I can do that with that, then, let's see what I can do now, type of thing. So, there's going to be a lot of live stream. Got myself a unlimited data US SIM card, so there's going to be a hell of a lot of live streaming going on. And just camera's going to be there, man. I'll do what I can, and and film what I can, and try and produce something at the end that's going to be close to good.
What, from last time at least, what was your favorite ride out there?
Ooh, do you know what? I think I enjoyed going down Main Street. If I'm honest, as bland as that sounds, I enjoyed going down Main Street with the flag on the back, and people just shouting stuff at me. It was great. Hey, go save the Queen and all that sort of stuff. Because as you guys know, I'd rode everywhere that gigantic Union Jack on the back, the British flag on the back. And I enjoyed going down Main Street, and I also enjoyed doing Needles as well. Needles was good. But
so what?
Go on.
What roads did you not get to go down that you want to do this time?
Iron Mountain Road. That was it.
Okay.
Iron Mountain Road and the Badlands.
Okay.
So yeah, so a couple I didn't get to do. I think you know when you go in there and you ride through some stuff and you realize where you are after it, you're like, oh, that was that. All right, okay. But like Spearfish Canyon and all that sort of stuff. I rode through there, didn't realize where I was. But, first time and not really knowing the area and stuff. I was like, okay, cool. And then looking back on the footage, I was like, I did actually go through there.
Yes.
But this time, yeah, definitely Iron Mountain Road and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see it from from when I did it in 2017 to see it, to now.
Yeah.
And add that little extra bit on the end. So
yeah,
Hill City and Sundance as well. I didn't get them in either, so I'm looking forward to doing Hill City and Sundance this time around as well. So it should be interesting. I think Sundance is supposed to be pretty cool during the rally. So I don't know what goes on, and I think there's a few things go on there, burnout competitions and stuff like that during the rally, but I've never seen it. I'm not too sure, to be fair.
We were by Sundance on our Devil's Tower run, but we didn't actually go into Sundance. We got off the highway, went north of Devil's Tower. We did stop in Hewlett, which is not far from Devil's Tower, east of Devil's Tower, or like northeast maybe of Devil's Tower, and they have their own little biker rally going on there in Hewlett, which is
I forget what day that was, but yeah, they had their own little thing going down.
Yeah.
So from last time, were there any? What spots did you enjoy eating at? Any good spots that you remember?
You know what? I can't remember much because I was completely drunk the whole time I was there. To be fair, but was it Mustang Sally in Deadwood? We ate there. That was nice. The old sort of diner in Deadwood. On the main street of Deadwood, there's an old diner called Mustang Sally.
Okay.
That was nice. That was nice in there. That's probably the only thing I can remember, to be fair, boys, because I was literally drunk all the time.
Where'd you stay last time?
Where did we stay? We stayed at Wild Bill's campground in Deadwood on this little bit of ground about that big. I had to fit like a Ford Expedition on there, a tent and a bike and a missus and child on the same on this little bit of ground. But yeah, it was just outside Deadwood called Wild Bill's Campground, I think it was. Which was all right, man. It was it was sound. It was good. So what about you boys? What was your favorite the whole time you were there? What was your favorite thing that you did?
It's such a hard question, man. I mean, that would, it's a legit question, but it's when you've only been once and you just everything was like so overwhelmingly awesome. Like, you're taking it all in. Like you said, you like Spearfish. I think at the time, the ride we went together, I think Spearfish was like the nicest ride.
Yeah.
There's factors involved because we went out to Devil's Tower and it was 100 degrees that day. It was blazing.
And I really enjoyed the ride into Devil's Tower because we took that
ride. It was a nice route
from Sundance in. It was hot, but the road had like great hills and sweeping corners. And as you came around stuff, Devil's Tower would come into view and then it would go out of view and it would come into view. And it was really.
But Spearfish felt even that much more amazing than it even is because when we hit it, that temp dropped.
Oh, yeah.
After just sweating our sacks off all day.
Yeah.
You hit down in that canyon and the temp dropped to like a really nice temperature. And it's a nice slow ride with it was amazing. But I mean, they're all so nice in different ways. We had some awesome rides. The ride from where we were staying out to like Mount Rushmore, that 385 or whatever it was.
Just getting on that road, leaving our Airbnb, riding into Deadwood
was awesome.
Was awesome every day because, we don't get to ride those roads.
No.
And
we don't have anything like that around here.
Nothing like that. And to be on that type of a road, like you looked forward to going home. You looked forward to leaving the house. Like, because it wasn't like you had to get on a highway to go someplace or do something like that. It was, that was great. I mean, for me, seeing Rushmore was definitely a highlight. I mean, it was, so cool to see Mount Rushmore.